This is my response to the Poparena call for ideas for an Animorphs video game. My idea starts right where the series ends, with the surviving Animorphs preparing to ram the Blade ship, which is home to some new alien who no one cares about because it's never been hinted at before. Anyway, it has nothing to do with anything because the second before they actually impact the ship, everything stops. And, of course, the Animorphs all think this is the Elemist again, but it's not. It's actually the aliens from number 41, the Familiar. This is the one where Jake wakes up as an adult in a world where the Animorphs lost. And it eventually turns out to be the work of this weird group of aliens who were apparently just running some kind of experiment, and we never hear or see them again. So it's just this big piece of disappointment all around. And the good thing about this, though, is that anyone else who wants to use them in some kind of Animorphs-related thing can do anything they want with them, because we're so vague on the understanding of them anyway that any interpretation is as valid as any other. So do whatever you want from here, and my idea is that for whatever reason, for whatever motivation you want to assign to them, the Animorphs will now be put back into several situations from over the course of the series. Just pour through any books for ideas for different levels. I'm sure there are plenty that would be good ones. But the point is, this will be a massive piece of continuity porn, and the major gimmick, if you can call it that, is that if you know the books, if you're a big fan from way back or just now, anything big enough to actually remember stuff like this, you will come into this with a much better idea of what you should do and how to do it better, sidestepping some mistakes that were made in those books. Of course, you can always just look this up online, but I guess the big draw is people who know the stories won't have to go through the hassle. So that's my basic idea right now. For the actual gameplay style, I'm imagining something like the kind of thing BioWare does in Dragon Age or Mass Effect, where it's third-person, real-time combat. Morphs have different superpowers assigned to them, and you basically have this quasi-sandbox world where you have definite goals, but you're able to do them in any order you want, and the order you do them in has changes to what you can and can't do next, the kinds of conversations you can have with people. Basically, something big is what I'm getting at here. I look forward to seeing what everyone else comes up with, see if we can maybe expand upon something like this. Anything completely different anyone else comes up with, I would be interested to see too, because this series is too good to be wasted on the 3 games we got.